Okay, so what we're doing here is we're doing the look that Anne Hathaway wears in the new Batman movie, Batman The Dark Knight Rises. She plays Catwoman, and it's not a really exotic look, but it's a really classic kind of twist. Got a red lip, which is really hot on spring runways as well right now. And kind of a, I think behind the mask, it looks best if there's a little bit of a smoky grayness to it, and that's exactly what we're going to do. First thing I did is I did a little liner at the lash line because we're going to do a smoky eye, and now I'm putting her mid-tone on from lash line up into the crease to start to create that smoke. And then I'm going to go in with a kind of a brown gray, not like a steely gray, and start to apply it to the lid.
What brush are you using?
I'm using my number 27 brush to apply both the mid-tone and the contour. Now notice when I'm getting to the dark color, I'm first patting it on in kind of a half moon shape to create depth and give us that smoky eye. Then I'm going to take, of course, my clean number 28 and keep blending it out. And remember, anytime you're doing a smoky eye, you've got to ground it with that mid-tone. You've got to start that blend out so you get a gradation of color. I'm going to take my number 30 brush and I'm going to put a little more color right at the lash line. Just start to build it up in intensity. Now I'm using shadow shields to catch all this extra shadow so that it doesn't get her foundation screwed up. Open your eyes for me. And you can see how it's starting to create that soft smokiness. You don't want like a hard smoked eye with this because it would be too much with that red lip. So it's just like a subtle smoke. Now I'm going to take my number 22 brush and I'm going to just do a nice matte skin tone color right at the brow bone to give us a nice definition. I saved it for last rather than first. Going back with my number 28 brush, blending where the two meet. Okay, look up for me. Now this is everything that would have been on her face. Okay, now I'm going to put a lash on because Catwoman would obviously have lashes on. And so would Katie. Katie. I'm going to do still a pretty strong lash because Katie likes a strong lash. Measuring out my lash. Look at me. Okay, look. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Then I'm going to, of course, paint the band. Then I'll apply some glue. Rolling it while the glue dries. Okay, up and look down. There you go.
How'd you figure it out?
Painting my band, measuring my lash. Look up for me. Now we're going to use underneath the eye my number 13 brush. Grab a little mid-tone. Look up for me. Start to smudge out underneath. Now, we want, like I said earlier, we want this to be a little more subtle with smoky because of the fact that she's going to have a red lip. Now, I'm going to customize it for Katie. I'm going to do a kind of brighter lip rather than quite as deep as Anne Hathaway wore in the movie because Katie's blonde. She could pull it off, but I just think it's going to look a little fresher and a little younger. I'm going to take my number 18 brush, look up, and I'm going to lay black shadow just right at the base, keeping that smokiness right to the base of the lashes. I'm going to do some mascara on the lower lashes. Because that's the way Anne would have wanted, I know. Also mascaring her, look down for me, yeah, her lashes into the false. Now, in order to create a really great line around her lips. Now, I moisturized them while I was getting the rest of her face ready. Now I'm going to just blot off the excess moisturizer. I'm going to conceal the outer edge so I get a definite line. Something you always want to do with red is have a really nice edge to it. I'm going to take a red lip liner because I want the whole lip to look sheer. I'm going to line with a red lip liner. And so that it will stay better, I'm going to fill in as well. Now I'm going to take my lip brush and blend the lip liner. I'm using my brush number 81 to blend the lip liner. Then I'm going to use sorry, red lips wore me out. Open wide for me. There you go. All right, so now you can see this is our interpretation for Katie. You'll notice there's no gloss to the lip because in the movie she didn't wear it, and I think with this look it works without gloss. A little bit of smoke to the eye, lots of definition, very, very pale skin and pale cheek. And let's take the hair down. Actually, let's go change the hair real quick. We'll be right back.